Alright guys, so with the new Origin tiers, we do have the Mutant challenge to take care of, and that's exactly what we're going to do in this video. So we're going to go over Mutants, difficulties 4 and 5, and fortunately for this one, we're going to use the exact same team for both. So, difficulty 4 key concepts. We want to control the cloak. We have ample opportunity to do so. We want to save some cooldowns for the upcoming waves, especially a stun, and we want to stun and nuke Icarus. And here's the team we're going to be using. So I really like this team. We use the 3-piece Astonishing X-Men in the raid, and yes, they do actually work at least all the way up to 3.3 right now. The full Astonishing X-Men team works. And then we have Rogue and Omega Red, two super valuable plug-and-play characters, and also just on stellar teams in all modes. So any kind of investment you put in there is going to be useful. I like to have Skirmisher on Iceman and Jubilee, Healer on Beast, Striker on Rogue, and Striker on Omega Red. You will see in this video, however, Beast was a Skirmisher. As soon as I found out that they worked in the raid, I actually put more investment into him and did switch him to a healer. I think I would have benefited from that here. As far as T4s go, you can put a lot more in them because they're raid teams and because they're just great characters. But the only things you need for this challenges is going to be the passive on Iceman. You do want everything on Jubilee, special and ultimate on Beast, everything but the basic on Rogue, and everything but the special on Omega Red. Though Omega Red is such a fun character, I suggest going all in on him. So here we go into difficulty 4. And you see this is a 950k team, so do keep that in mind. You might need to take a couple extra attempts at this. This was very easy for me, but similar to Scourge, the more you do it, the better luck you'll get with Beast rebalancing, and you'll get through this. So the Cloak ultimate ability can go off, but there's so many chances for you to stop it. So you see here, Beast, he's going to go next. He does have the ability block. That's unfortunate. But he's going to be able to call in an assist. And because there's only 2 Astonishing X-Men people, it goes to Jubilee. But that gets resist. So we'll try an ability block, but that gets resist too. Now we have Iceman. Again, only 3 Astonishing X-Men, so Jubilee comes in. I dodged this one. Okay, now let's try and stun him. So, as you see, it took about 7 attempts to control him, but we did control him before his ultimate. After that, we're going to go ahead and get the Rogue ultimate up. She's super fast, so although she was ability blocked on her first attack, she wasn't on the follow-up, and now she's in complete tank control, and Omega Red just comes in and annihilates everybody. Now, if you have a smaller Omega Red, say 4 or 5 Red Star, it may not kill everybody, but you're going to be fine and do enough damage that you can easily clean that wave up. Next, in between, Dagger is going to drop in with Winter Soldier and Cull. All you really want to do here is get a slow or blind on Dagger to deal with her. And the second Icarus drops in, you're going to use a Rogue stun on him or Jubilee stun, whatever you have available, and then just all in on Icarus and get him dead. And you do have 3 stuns on this team, right? You have the slow. If someone is slowed, Iceman can stun them with special. You have the Jubilee stun, and then we have the Rogue stun. So you have so many stuns to work with this Icarus. This node is actually quite easy. And there you have it. There's difficulty 4. Difficulty 5 on this particular Origin challenges is much more difficult. So our key concepts for difficulty number 5. We're going to control your debuffs. That means Jubilee, controlling where the assists are going, the Iceman assists, making sure we have spreading out those blinds and slows as much as we can. Want to save cooldowns for the start of the second wave. We're going to eat up minions for speed and rebuild our cooldowns. And then the second Squirrel Girl and Doctor Strange Heartless come in, we're going to just completely unload on them and take them out. So again, same team. I'm not going to break it down. Again, it's the exact same team. More T4s, the better off you'll be. Alright, so the reason I really like this is because you don't really care about the blinds here whatsoever. Rogue special, doesn't matter that she's blinded, she's still going to land it, stopping the Negasonic and getting just a bunch of buffs, so you don't need to worry about that whatsoever. I do suggest using the Omega Red special there. It won't land, but he does get the speed up, which is fantastic. The one thing that can be a problem here that might cause a couple of resets is the Blob. If you don't get a blind on him, he has, I think, a 50% chance, because he only has 1 Brotherhood member, to counterattack you. And if he counterattacks you with a slow, it could cause problems. But now we're in full control. We're no longer blinded. We have a blind on Blob. Negasonic is just a sitting duck. And we're just going to play around with our food a little bit. Yeah, again, you don't need to use your cooldowns on this first wave once in this position. So, like I said earlier, we'll just make sure we're spreading any kind of slows and blinds we get through the Astonishing X-Men and just slowly take this wave down. And I do like killing the blob. Similar to the bio challenge, you want to take this blob out sooner rather than later because you don't want his counterattacks to give you a slow heading into the next wave. And once blob is down, I actually do like killing the strafe. If you get a blind on him, then he's going to whiff his ult. But if he does happen to get his ult off with a bunch of those ability blocks, it's not fun. And here's where the node gets interesting. The Secret Avengers drop in. So in the perfect world, you can get enough of these deflects off of Captain Sam and maybe land a stun on him. His resistance is pretty much through the roof, though. So if you can't control him, you might have to take a giant hit. If you're full life, you're going to be fine. But what we really want to do here is we want to stop the Lady Deathstrike from using her Turn Me to Rewind and eventually her ultimate. That'll kill us. So that's what I'm going to go do. Didn't land the stun on Captain Sam. It's a pain. He's going to basically nearly one-shot my entire Astonishing X-Men team, but then Beast is going to rebalance. And that's why I kind of like having the Beast as a healer. So you see so much damage coming in on Beast, but he's going to get so much speed meter because all 3 Astonishing X-Men dropped that he's going to go after these summon minions. And yes, please remember, Rogue will gain taunt when these X-Men drop low. So she gives that added protection, making sure that the minions here from Maria don't take her out. And then, yeah, we're just kind of feeding on these minions at that point. Fury actually died before he got to do his summons here, which is a little unfortunate because that's a lot of speed I'm going to miss out on, but it is what it is. I deviate from the kill order a little bit just to make sure I get speed. And then Beast uses his ultimate, giving a bunch of buffs, and now we're going to be back in full control here. Get that slow and Lady Deathstrike, just plus so much damage. Again, just a bunch of speed. Big heals coming in from Beast. Remember, he is a skirmisher. As a healer, that would have done a lot more to the Rogue. And then there you go. We have the Squirrel Girl and the Doctor Strange Heartless coming in. So what we'd like to do is try to peel through this Captain Sam's buffs. I did have 3 skirmishers, so this was a little bit easier for me to accomplish. But with 2 skirmishers, are still going to be fine. And there you go. We get through the taunt. And so the most important thing here is just to make sure we get to keep our debuffs. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the stun up on Squirrel Girl. Start beating her up. But I do want to kill this Heartless as well. He's got that crazy Turn Me to Rewind. And honestly, this guy does so much damage that if he picks Iceman or Beast, even if they're at full health, he'll probably one-shot them. And here's a good representation of why I actually leave Maria up. If you can control Captain Sam, this node is super easy. Like, if I landed the first Rogue stun on him, I'd be done by now. But I do leave the Maria up so that she keeps dropping these minions in. I get to keep farming them for speed. And I'm just going to get the train rolling. So there goes Doctor Strange Heartless. Here comes another heal from Beast. And now we'll go for Squirrel Girl. I finally get to land some controlling abilities on Captain Sam. That one felt good. And there you go. So this node, or this challenge tier, whatever you want to call it, is very similar to the Famine Scourge with the Young Avengers. You're playing a dangerous game of dropping low, Beast bringing you back up, rinsing and repeating. He gets just a bunch of energy. He gets to use his ult almost every other turn. And then you're feeding off of the minion speed. It's not a terribly difficult node, but I can see how it can go wrong with weaker characters. At the time when I recorded this, my Astonishing X-Men members were all level 85. They're all 5 red star in gear tier 15. So just as a point of reference, you saw Captain Sam almost one-shot them, but he didn't quite have enough. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it was informative and helpful for you, and I hope that you get to 3-star your difficulty 4 and difficulty 5 for the mutant section. If you did like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, and have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.